Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm Besa Gordon.
And I'm Curtis Stilgardo II, aka Cuddy.
And of course, once again, we have a dope show lined up for you guys today. Some amazing events, but also, Cuddy, you have a very special guest that's coming in later on.
I do. My family came to the building, to surprise us and bless the Artist Corner, so I'm excited.
Well, shoot, I cannot wait for you guys to check out that interview. In the meantime, in between time, you guys know how we always like to kick off the show by me passing it on over to Cuddy for weekend picks.
Kicking off my weekend warm-up, we're starting with For the Lovers Only, presented by Perspective and Skydivers Club International. It's an R&B party hosted by my guy Daz and sounds by Johannes and Jordan. This is happening Friday, November 21st at Vu Lounge from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. You can find tickets now via fortheloversonly.love. So, fortheloversonly.love. Next, we got R&B Live Only. It's their 10-year anniversary. This is presented by Colors Worldwide. It's a sing, dance, experience R&B music from the past and present. This is happening Saturday, November 22nd at Sobox Shoto from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. And you can find tickets via Eventbrite. Moving on, we got Four Seasons premiere brought to you by Black Farmers Collective. It's an immersive blend of R&B performances, art, fashion, and farm-to-table cuisine. With Seattle's top creators and redefine the city's creative scene. This is happening Saturday, November 22nd at Art Love Salon from 7:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Tickets can also be found via Eventbrite. So I got another Friday event. It's Neat and Nor, presented by Laid Back Allure, which is a combination of their late nights R&B and their Everything's Neat event. This is also happening Friday, November 21st at Good Bar from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Tickets can be found via Eventbrite. And then planning ahead, the Get Got podcast homecoming special brought to you by Playmaker, featuring a live episode of the Get Got podcast hosted by Seahawks legends Mike Robinson and Marshawn Lynch. This is happening Saturday, December 13th at 155 North 35th Street from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Tickets can be found via Eventbrite. Definitely make sure you get your tickets, as I'm sure this will be a sold-out event, as Mike Rob and Marshawn come on beast mode. Two legends and definitely loved by the city, so let's make sure that we pop out, show their podcast some love, and hey, get your tickets.
It's funny, I also have an event with a Seahawk.
Come on. Hey.
It's that time of year.
Come on, that it is, man. We're playing well. Shout out Smith and Jigma and the rest of the Hawks. Just keep it rolling.
I even tap in. I haven't been as tapped in with football this year, but I've been hearing good things. So
we're doing our thing right now.
So my first event, speaking of this time of the year, it's called Have Yourself a Little Christmas. This is going down over at Seattle Center, and it is their holiday market and attraction. So of course there's vendors, there's karaoke, there's Santa, there's drinks, and of course there's some food and a whole lot of good Christmas energy. This is actually going down this weekend from the 22nd to the 23rd, but this actually goes all the way into December. So if you're not able to make it this weekend, you have a whole lot of different options to pull on up to the Seattle Center and get yourself some Christmas cheer. Now, we also have Sydney Rice. He's doing a Maker's Mark meet and greet over at Total Wine and More in Bellevue. So you'll be able to go there, meet him, and then he's also going to sign a bottle. So, why not?
That's hard.
That's real deep. Now, also, me and Cuddy are going to have to start talking about events because Four Seasons was also on my list. So we're going to skip that one. But my last event is actually something really cool. You guys know I like to also find things in just different areas. This one is called Bremerton Blackout, okay? So basically what they're saying is that it is their Black Friday celebration. And, it's a night for you to come out, get dressed up, and also have some good music. There's going to be creative expression and a whole bunch of holiday vibes. They do want for you to dress to impress. This is not that holiday market for you to be coming out in your flip-flops, okay? Please put on something nice when you pull up. This is happening over at 2817 Wheaton Way in Bremerton, Washington. And then also, I did see a little note. It says if you want to create, if you want to vend, and if you also want to perform, you should reach out to Lady Scribe at sremediagroup.com for participation details. And you can get $5 off with a military ID or donation of a toy, clothing item, or non-perishable food. So yeah, that's my last event.
Come on, I'm in my all black. Hello.
Oh, and actually the exact name of the location is Eden Nightclub. So that might be a little bit easier if we don't find it that way. Eden Nightclub.
Tap in.
Now, there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about before we actually go into our first commercial break, and then we get an amazing artist corner for Cuddy. And that is that our buddy Chef Trey Lamont of Jerk Shack is on the front page. He's not just on the list. He's on the front page, and he's at the top of the list for 13 best dishes of 2025 for the Seattle Times and Northwest Magazine for their grilled bronzino, which is fire.
Shout out to bro. That's
I must
fire.
have had a photo of it up, and Cuddy said, "Ooh, is that what we eating today?"
Yeah, no, I thought she was ordering, and then I peeped the Seattle Times in the top left corner, and I was sick. But I definitely thought it was the menu page to order online.
Well, shoot, you're gonna have to pull up and try it for yourself because it comes in this big, like, silver tin. The last time I had it, the fish was like it's
That looked huge.
It's not one of those things where, I mean, unless you're just greedy like that child, you can eat by yourself. Like, you definitely are gonna want to share that with somebody. Actually, you won't want to share it, but you will need to share it because it's a lot of food. So congratulations, chef.
Congrats.
Now, with that being said, we are off to our first commercial break, but when we come back, we will be joined by, or shall I say, Cuddy will be coming back for a very special artist corner. Of course, you're watching Almost the Weekend.
What's up, Seattle? It's your boy Cuddy here, tapping in just to let you know that no matter where the place to be, King County Metro will get you to where you need. It could be a ride to the airport, whether you're taking off or touching down, King County Metro, or a game. So save yourself time with traffic and get into places like Westlake Center, Pike Place Market, or even the waterfront. Rather by light rail or bus, choose King County Metro. It's the only way to go.
Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. For those of you who don't know, I'm your co-host Curtis Delgado, aka Cuddy, and tonight we have another artist corner and another special guest. Tonight I'm tapping in with my brother, my family. He's a twin. We're also twins in a way. Hey, we family. Our pops go way back. We really locked in, bro. So this is a special treat. It's always a treat when players meet. So hey, let me introduce you to Vic Daggs II.
What's going on?
Come on, man. Welcome to the show, brother. Come on, every time, bro. So how you feeling, bro? Appreciate you coming.
Man,
Stopping by.
Man. Absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity to come, get in front of some cameras and talk and speak and just tell my piece, my story a little bit. So,
Absolutely.
Grateful.
This ain't our first time either.
Nah,
you know,
it's
we
not.
got to tap in at the Paramount and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, we did.
So if you guys caught that episode, what was that, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was a little minute ago.
Yeah,
That was
a little minute ago. But if you caught that, hey, we're here to refresh you. So tapping in with my guy. It's been a lot. I'm sure, hey, we have a lot to talk about since then.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
just to get started, let the people know just a little bit about you, a little bit about yourself, you know, where you're from. Just let the people know. You already know.
My name is Vic Daggs II. I'm named after my pops. I chose
on.
to keep my name.
Just like me.
Come on.
Come
The
on. That's
realest,
why I
the
told you it
realest.
was twins, bro.
Come on.
Trying to
Come
tell
on.
you.
Come
Really
on.
locked in, like, since the sandbox. You feel me?
Nah, for real. We got the same birthday, too. For real, for real.
Trying to tell you.
But nah,
twins
yeah.
in so many ways.
Come on. But nah, man, yeah, my journey started, years ago. Just started making music, started with poetry. I'm from Seattle, Washington. Went to school out in Kent, Auburn also. But yeah, man, I grew up really disciplined with sports, and that's just kind of led me to different avenues. And then when I was able to kind of think for myself and what I wanted to do for myself and what I thought was a passion, that's when I kind of just jumped ship and kind of.
We can't just glaze
Save my
over
friend.
the sports aspect of it, like, because really, that's where we really locked in, bro.
Nah,
so
facts,
from
nah,
CTAC
facts.
to playing against each other when I was at beach to everything,
Yeah,
bro. You feel
yeah.
me? So, like, sports was a big part of our life. You feel me? Our pops had us out there training together a lot. So, like, explain just to the people, just I guess that aspect of just how important sports is and just the things that sports brings, especially football, how that transferred into the music, and then just overall that transition. Like, when did the sports kind of slow down, and then you're like, bet, let me pick up this pen, let me pick up this mic.
I think sports is it's good because it's gonna build your character. It's gonna see who you are as a person. Even from a kid, it's like, you know, you're running, you're doing wind sprints, you're getting hit. It's football, it's cold. Like, all of these aspects as a kid, it's like you don't really think about it until you're really adult. Like, dang, bro, I was out there freezing at 6, 7 years old, but I was having a blast. So it's like having that foresight of like knowing that you were putting yourself through that as a kid. It's like it really made a lot of things easier. Just having that that intention of moving into playing basketball when I started playing football, and then when I started playing basketball, moving over to the writing and poetry and just like the creative arts and the creative aspect of things like that. But I figured that out, I think, when I was like seventh grade. I knew I didn't want to play football anymore, and I wanted to play basketball. And then I think when I realized politics and what that was,
as I beyond the fun of the game.
As I got older in high school, I realized I want to do something that like I'm in control of the narrative. And it just came down to like, a person could be spending however many hours in the gym, but if they're not able to showcase that on game day, no one knows. No one really knows.
Right.
So when I was able to transition into making music, and I took poetry, and then my poetry class was 6th period, and I would end up skipping that because she told me I was good. I was like, bet, like I don't really need to be here too much. You know, get a couple lessons, tell me when the tests are. I would go to the studio, and that was like just like my entrance into just rapping and the craftsmanship. I would walk around with a dictionary and just read and just like trying to be great.
Right.
Because that's what I learned from football, just like going hard.
Right.
You know?
Right. Absolutely. So like, what was that that like standout assignment or that first song that you recorded that's like, all right, bet, yeah, this is what I'm doing and I got something here?
This is a funny story. A girl tried to diss me.
Oh, not the diss track.
When I first like started making music, I'm like, oh, okay, bet, like I'm just gonna
prove her wrong.
I'm gonna just prove you wrong for sure. So I dropped. This is like SoundCloud days.
Come on.
But I think it had got a lot of spins that first day that it came out. And yeah, she was crying and things like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know he got in trouble once you heard that.
This might be his first time hearing it.
Oh, man, see? Tell it on yourself.
He ain't getting in trouble.
Hey, statute of limitations, you all right.
Nah, literally, though. But it wasn't one of those things. It was like, ill will. It was like, oh, like, you really don't think. It's like, no one sees the potential of you until you show them. And it's like, it's that way for a long time. In life, in a lot of people's lives, it's like you gotta show and prove. You gotta do certain things to have people view you from like going from, oh, you're just an athlete, to no, oh, you make music now. I'm recognized for making music now.
And speaking to that point, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So like after the diss track back, students heard it. You got your friends and whatnot. So like when did it like really start to register amongst like your peers or family, close friends that like, okay, bet. That speaking to exactly that, bro, is really an artist now. Or even for yourself, because it's like we had last episode, I talked to Mafia and he was saying like, okay, after a certain amount of years, like 5 or 6 years in, then he was really like, okay, bet, I'm a rapper. This is what I do. This ain't just a hobby no more.
I don't think I ever thought of it as a hobby. I think that like accompanying music with life as a kid and just trying to do it full-fledged and then realizing like, oh, like, dang, I have bills to pay. I got to do this. I got to do that. It comes with balance.
Right.
But I think when I did the residency program and then I had bought some equipment and I recorded myself, that was when I was like in the aspect of like really tuned into the craft. So I would record myself. I would watch countless hours of videos of people engineering music. Like literally, and then I would record music. I had my little Focusrite, my little Scarlett. I had my little mic. I think it was like a Bluebird little microphone. It was nothing crazy, bro. I spent about $300, but I mixed my own music, and I put it out, and that was able to get me on a tour, the Vans Warped Tour, for 3 months, like out of high school at 19. So I was able to like travel the country for 90 days, and gain culture and experience and just memories and understand the game, soaking up knowledge from people, and just like, again, back to the football days, like grinding. Like I'm trying to go harder now that I'm seeing all of these things and I'm able to take it all in and embrace it. It's like this is cool. This is what I really want to do forever.
Right.
You know, and it's like that opened my eyes and opened doors to like being intentional with the craft, being intentional with the art. And yeah, that was really an eye opener when I came back and people like spoke to me a little different. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you did this and that. But to me, everything is normal.
Right.
Everything is living my life, bro. Everything is normal.
Absolutely. And that's crazy, bro. You got to get out of my head, bro, because I was literally about to bring that up because I've been at the house. You feel me? Yeah. I've seen the setup and all that, and I was just going to just speak to the aspect of, like, you're more than just like, okay, I'm showing up to the booth. I got my notes already together. Mm-hmm. It's the matter of, like, you've now adapted the niche to be able to engineer. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then I've definitely seen you play a little instrument every now and again, you know? So just, like, what brought that aspect, especially like, you know, you brought on just the experience of like tours, seeing how other people move, like what clicked for you where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm an artist, but I need to add this to myself as far as just separation, because you feel me, like not every artist does that, but then it also sets you up to be a different type of chess piece, because it's like, okay, bet, let's say the music's not going right now, but then you can engineer, like you still, you're never counted out, like you have your hands in everything to where it's like, all right, some way, somehow, I'm gonna still be on the field.
I think for me, even now, it's like when you have a bunch of like resources, like say like a Hollywood film has $120 million, right?
Right.
They can do whatever they want to film it, but when your resources are limited, you have to think harder on how to capture the same thing and make it feel authentic, right? So for me, it was also about just like not wanting to do all of these things, but finding myself doing them. And then when I found myself doing them, I found that I like to do them, so I did it more. So it's like me engineering, I'm figuring out how to tweak and frequencies and all this other stuff with my voice, and I'm like, oh, like now I sound exactly how I sound in my head. That's cool. Right. And I can bring that and translate that to my engineer, who now makes me sound like even in better, enhanced version of what I sound like in my head. And I would have never gotten there if I didn't take the time to like be hands-on.
It's kind of like someone like bet with me, like I don't know how to necessarily draw, but like my creative brain, like the images that come to my head, whether it be for a flyer or whatever, like just the flyer we cooked up, you feel me? Like, so it's kind of like that same thing where it's like now you're able to draw as well. So now you don't have to try to like explain in words or get someone else to understand what's going on exactly in your head.
And it makes it easy. It makes it easy to bring people things. Like I'm able to shoot a video and color grade it, and it's just a reference of what I want someone else to do with a better camera or whatever. It's just
a
like
little more experience.
I want to, and then it's also like you said, like, you know, if you don't do music, you can engineer. If you don't engineer, you can do this. It's like I just always wanted to be able to bring value, and that started with me trying to bring value to myself.
No, that's the key thing, is to bring value, because it's like at the end of the day, we're all being used. The thing that you don't want is the fact of being useless. You feel me? You don't want that aspect. So it's like, just want to be able to play, because at the end of the day, everybody can't be the point guard.
Facts.
And someone got to rebound. Somebody got to, you feel me, shoot the three when we need it. So yeah, for sure.
And it's always about growth too. Like you want to like learn. Like I think that's what we're here to do, is learn and attain more skills.
And speaking of learning, let's talk about or transition into just the residency, Macklemore's residency, being under that wing and whatnot, and just that whole system and program. Like, one, how was that experience for you? What can you speak a little bit about it, just for some viewers or artists who are listening now that might be interested in the residency? Like, how was that?
It was a dope program. I mean, for me, I got to experience. For me, I think it was like the golden year, because it was like the early years. And it was just like a real community. You know, you get to choose between being a producer or being an artist. And if you're a producer, you get to work with whatever DAW you use to kind of make beats. And I was on the artist and writer side, so I was composing music and working on song structures and things like that. And then at the end, you guys come together and you get beats from the producer side, and the artist side, you come together and make a song, perform in front of family, friends, and all that. But the things that you learn in between are like real tools and assets. And a main thing that I learned there early on was just like presence, like stage presence, like owning a stage, and just like embodying the environment you're in when you're showcasing whatever it is you're doing. And there's a couple of things that I've taken from the residency, and I'm still very much tapped in being alumni with them. But the main thing that I've learned is community growth, and they're always there to help. And for youth who are out there that want to be involved within music, in the field of music, whether it's production or writing, and you don't know if you want to do it or you don't, I mean, give it a try. They give you a stipend as well at the end, so you're able to use it to pay for equipment. That's the $300 I used literally to record myself.
Invest in yourself.
You know, invest in myself from a program that was also investing in me to become greater. So, yeah, man, the Residency is a great program. I think they got their 10th anniversary show coming up on Thursday too. So you guys tap in.
Are you in it?
I'm not performing this year. I'm not performing this year. But shout out to all the people that will grace the stage.
Come on, absolutely. Shout out to you guys. And then just also on the Residency, just talk about some of just the benefits as far as just the people you've been able to rub shoulders with, the leading into a placement with Malcolm Moore, you feel me, just the different performances, whether it be bumper shoot, like, you know, just talk a little bit about that and like how that's been for you, just maybe how some of those things came about and just overall.
Just being in the Residency opened doors just with the aspect of all the people in that network that just do what I do. They just do music.
Right.
And coming from the sports field, it's like we know homies who do sports and they transition into something else, and like they're trying to find their new group that's on the same wavelength as, you know, because sometimes it becomes frustrating when you're like, I need the right people and
we
pieces
be having
around
those
me,
conversations,
bro, you know, like it's like I don't got them.
Right.
But with the Residency, it's different, and like that coming about was able to just meet a lot of different people, and one person that I met through that was Macklemore. But that was very, very early on before we ever really rubbed shoulders. Like I remember, I think I freestyled, and just he had just spoke about the game. But years later down the line, just keep being tapped in, doing alumni events and things like that. You know, we talk and we speak. And I ended up meeting his engineer, who is my engineer also now. Shout out Jordan. And he introduced me to a producer named Buddha.
Well, bro, I appreciate you joining us.
Yeah,
you
man,
feel
I appreciate
me?
You.
Another episode of Artist Corner, bro, and it was definitely a good one. Definitely enjoying the conversation, but before we get out of here, I'm going to have you look at that camera right there. Let the people know where they can keep up with you. They can get your music, merch, you know, definitely tell them that website one more time.
Bet. Victory.club, not com, victory.club. It's unique. You can't miss it, truly. And you can find me and all my music on all streaming platforms. Vic Daggs II. It's VicDaggsii, as in the second Roman numerals. Peace.
Heard you. Well, you guys, that's another Artist Corner segment. I appreciate you guys tuning in. When we come back, I'm going to have my good sis Besa back on set, and we'll be closing out with our weekend picks. You're watching Almost the Weekend.
Get ready for the 2025 Bullet Lecture in American History at the Seattle Public Library Central Branch. On Thursday, December 4th, Eve L. Ewing, author of Original Sins, will share her perspective on the American educational system and how it has shaped our shared history. Reserve your spot today. Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm Besa Gordon.
And I am Cuddy.
And it is time for our weekend picks.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And since you just said you know where you going, where are you going?
I am going to For the Lovers Only. This is about to go dumb.
What?
You got Daz, Your Highness, Jordan, R&B. You cannot beat that. I'm sliding, no questions asked. And I'm definitely tapping in with Four Seasons as well, as that is about to be a dope event in itself and have some great performances. Can't beat that.
I think I might be going with Four Seasons also.
Come on.
I think that's going to be a schmood. And then also there's that Saturday Christmas market. I mean, we can always use a little Christmas cheer.
Facts. I just was recently doing some Christmas decors.
Oh, really?
Club. Oh, man. The club, hey,
Living life.
Living life, okay? I can't wait for you guys to see the final product.
Well, with that being said, you guys, you already know we got to remind you to make sure that you are taking King County Metro as the rain is raining and it's getting colder and the traffic is trafficking, y'all. On the way here, it was a little crazy on the road. So let somebody take the wheel so that way you don't have to be sliding and diving and trying to get through these roads. But also it's very convenient. As you've seen in Cuddy's commercial, you're able to take the light rail, you're able to take the bus. In my commercial, I took a whole water taxi and lived my best life. Okay.
Come on. Living good, looking good, riding good. Come on.
Well, of course, this is the end of the show, so you already know you can keep up with me on social media at Besa Gordon. And if you would like to advertise on Almost the Weekend, whether it's your event or you have some amazing food like our buddy Chef Trey Lamont, definitely hit us up. Advertise at whereweconverge.com.
Come on. And you guys can keep up with me at Cuddy the Sensei. That's CUDDYTHA Sensei on Instagram. And if you want to submit an event or want something for us to talk about here with your event, go to events at whereweconverge.com. Also, speaking of social media, make sure that you follow us on Almost the Weekend PNW. All right, we need that. All right, and all you guys that are tuned in, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, share the episode. You know, we got a lot of great messages, a lot of great guests, and we got great vibes. So make sure to keep up with us and stay tuned, because you already know, man, almost the weekend, another Thursday night. We did it.
We did it.
So, hey, let's get ready to go have a blast.
Absolutely. And maybe even pulling up the Jerk Shack to get some of that fish. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Until next time, you guys. Peace.
Peace.